Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for come and join me for this morning presentation. Before start the presentation, I will introduce myself. My name is Fauziah Kesya, and I'm visual communication design student. I will accompany from this morning until complete the presentation. The purpose of today's presentation is to discuss how we can use small talks in business communication. I will discuss about what the meaning of small talks in outline, the purpose and the benefit of small talks in business communication, how to use small talks right, and tips for starting small talks. First, I will explain to you about the meaning of small talks. If you look at the first slide, small talks is conversation about things that are not important, often between people who do not know each other well. Small talks is also a great way to start a conversation with stranger people. Turning to next slide, after knowing the meaning of the small talks, I will explain about the purpose and the benefit of small talks in business communication. The purpose of small talks is in a business meeting, it allows people to build each other's reputation and level of expertise. If there is already a relationship between two speakers, this small conversation as a like introduction before they engage in deep conversation. Meanwhile, the benefit of small talks is in learning speaking English using small talks is with helpful, especially for composing sentence naturally. And in addition to opening the conversation, small talks can warm up the situation between speakers. Next, let's turn now to technique using small talks. In small talk, has a technique to sound friendly. There are several ways that can be used to compose a series of small talks sentences such as one short question, two invitation, and three new sentence. The next topic is conversation starter small talks. For the example, at the office, uh, is have you worked long? Looking forward to the weekend and has been a long week. And then at the social event, for the example is are you enjoying yourself? It's look like you could use another drink. Pretty nice place. This is a common example used in office and social event. Several different places. Usually, small talk start is differently depending on the situation and condition of the person being spoken to. Next is for the tips before starting small talks. One, prepare some conversation starter. Two, ask open-ended question. Three, don't ask. So what are you doing? And then the question should not be used on small talks. One, are you married? Two, do you have a children? Three, how is your job or your job at the blah blah blah. So you can use some of the tips above before starting small talks and some questions that should not be asked during small talks. After knowing how to start small talks, tips before doing small talks. This is a special example small talks dialogue at the office. What is your task today, Chika? Today I will input data about user who have downloaded our apps. Then email them our product information. Okay, Chika, just continue your work. Let me know when is it done. Got it? So that was an example of a dialogue small talks at the office. Before I give a conclusion, does anyone have any question or comment about my presentation in this morning? I'm happy to answer any question. If there are no questions, so to reminder you of what I have covered in this presentation is small talks is usually used when talking to strangers so that they have more chat room. Small talks is very useful and help in stabilizing business communication with client in a company. Finally, this is the conclusion of the presentation. Thank you very much for your attention, ladies and gentlemen. I hope everything that I have shared is useful for all us of, for all of us, and goodbye. Thank you.